All right, here we go again. Buckle up. So, what's going on is the media is creating mass hysteria, and it experimented for years with different methods and techniques. I would say they're foreign nations, and they don't care. Again, if they have a $3 million home and 20 million in the bank, 10 million, 5 million, whatever it is, and again, there's those striving for that. They don't care because again, your kids get addicted to narcotics. They get to live their perfect life. They don't give a shit. It is the media, and there are others. So what they're doing is it's worse than what you can see because what ICE they're getting ICE to focus on and the administration to focus purely on things that affect them directly, like ICE. Oh, they said that this person was doing this person. So you're working overtime feverishly to correct that, but what you're not seeing is the media, what it's doing in the background, and how it's brainwashing and causing hysteria. Some of the examples would be who's Epstein really connected to? The Democrats, the Republicans? Democrats. Who's Diddy actually connected to? The Democrats. If you ask the average person today who's connected to these people, they'd probably tell you Republicans. That's what they're doing. I'm hoping that the administration knows what it's doing, and by the spring they have it reversed, where most people believe that the Republicans should be given a chance in midterms. It's definitely going to take. I'm going to look at the tax return. I guess I got to get to it here, and then refund. I'll know probably by the end of the day, and it'll take a tariff rebate check. Well, the people in the upper incomes should see that they want to go with Trump unless they're a lot of people are short sighted. Again, that's why the market sometimes becomes volatile because they're just. I've worked over the years to explain how the market works to people that supposedly knew how the market works. It's all psychology, or majority is psychology. Well, obviously, if everybody in the market decided they were going to invest in the same stock, it would fly up, right? But if catastrophe happens, then it crashes down. But if you keep steady, you should move up. So there's going to be a decrease in available funds, just based upon the decrease in available uh, opiates, cocaine, fentanyl. What the Democrats are fighting is the fact that you're going to reduce narcotics. There's a couple of reasons for that. One, they get bribes from these people, the foreign narcotics distributors, and the people that they launder the money with. Two, they don't want Trump to decrease these opiate deaths. I believe it because I didn't see Biden was scoring some seizures, but so the question is this reduction, is any of it Biden's, the reduction in the opiate deaths? Overdose and things, because there are more opiate deaths than just overdose. People get sick from that, using that, and then they die. So again, you see how the system, the media is built to show you overdose deaths, but they don't tell you people dying from cocaine, meth, because it's not considered an overdose death. It's just health fails and they die at a younger age. I know the Colombian mindset because I was in a prison near New York, and all the Colombian, it wasn't all, but there's lieutenant. Mostly, I think the highest ranking was like a lieutenant. I don't think we had any capos. Like the lieutenant, there's a few lieutenants there, and they weren't afraid to speak. No, it's just business. It's your people that are addicted. Right? For me, I'm just a businessman. I have other businesses in Colombia. This is just my, one of my businesses that I was into. So again, they, human refuge because they're rich and they got money. Same reason why a Democrat really doesn't give a shit about you. Actually, the more turmoil a Democrat creates, what's available to them? Scam, sham, public assistance money, narcotics counseling money. Again, I can tell you how to run the programs, but if you steal the money from it and don't maintain quality control, such as the people actually running the rehab or selling heroin and fentanyl to people, then there's nothing that's going to work. And again, I don't know if you care. For you, it just might be a means to an end where you're a wealthy piece of shit. Right. I mean, can you imagine the amount of money they stole from all those programs over the years? I mean, people are given, I'm sure, given $1 million contracts and gave like a $50 response, and nobody ever quality controlled it, and they didn't care because they were hired to be criminals for the government agents, government officers, politicians. But some people, you turn in anything, just giving the money. Made 5 phone calls throughout the contract year, and that was it. Walk off with the money. But when Larry moves into town, you go after Larry's life. You go down to the local school and you whoop them up against ICE, telling them if these narcotics distributors and money launderers and fraudsters don't stay here, we're going to have trouble, big trouble, because they're going to come for us. Right. This is American citizens they're going after. Federal law enforcement has no right. It's only a matter of time. The president's not going to sign anything. If the Democrats take over, it's a logjam now. Right? The Democrats take over, if they do, right? The president's not going to sign anything. You're not going to veto it. Right? So we're still going to at least have the playing field that we have, and we're going to get through the courts, and then you're not going to be able to stop it. These lower court judges that are bonkers. That's a 5-year-old kid, right? Trying to create DACA 2, DACA 3, DACA 4. The other higher courts will shut it down. You're not going to make anchor children. Because, in fact, right now, because Judge Barry, whatever his name is, his decision, there's a bunch of cartels trying to figure out how to mass produce children up in the United States that everybody could latch onto and say, here's my anchor. Get NBC here. Get CBS here. Let's have a photo op with Adam Schiff. Meanwhile, 50% of the kids are either going to be raped, murdered, or just expire from the difficulty getting where they need to get to. Epstein. What about Rodriguez? Garcia. The people that are actually raping children all day. There's probably a statistic somewhere that 5-year-old is at risk of becoming a victim of a sex crime that they just released from jail, just simply because he's part of that community, more so than any other child. Hard-working American immigrants, just like your dad. Oh, yeah, they launder money, they got jet skis and big boats and $100,000 pickup trucks, but they hard-working. In fact, when they ride the jet ski, they drive over your family because they're nutbags. Never learned respect for anything. Right. No, we don't look at that. Don't look at that. That's you're supposed to like look away from that because they're so impoverished. We've seen the news. We tried to be nice. We gave them years. They're vermin and parasites and locusts devouring our nation and destroying anything honest and whole. Anchors away. Well, stay peaceful.